Marine in the Moment live stream video. I'm here today with Alex to talk about seagrass. So where are we, Alex?
So today we are at St Lawrence, so not sure if many people know where this is. We're kind of near Malden. Malden's along there. Behind us is Tollsbury, got Bradwell along there, and it's a really lovely estuary area. And just so happens that this is where we've got one of our best seagrass beds on the Essex coast. So behind us, we'll maybe zoom in a minute or two, but some lovely seagrass all around us. So yeah, it's a really fantastic site to be at.
This is my first time here and I'm actually surprised at how beautiful it actually is. So my first question for Alex is, what is seagrass?
So seagrass it's not seaweed, it's not algae, which is maybe what people think might be. It's own plant, so it's the only flowering plant that can pollinate what's being submerged, and they basically look like underwater meadows or grasses. That's what they are, seagrass. And they've got these complex systems called rhizomes, which means that they make up these really big lush meadows, and maybe can't see it quite so well right now because it's not really submerged as that low tide, but underwater, particularly with some of the larger seagrass species, looks like this amazing grassland, and it's absolutely beautiful, and it's so important for those different species as a habitat for like a nursery for juvenile fish and species things like that.
That's going to be one of my next questions. I know that it is so important, but is it mainly just because it's such a important and then also it's important to
Yeah, both, yeah. So it's really important as a habitat. It's a biodiversity hotspot, which means that lots of other species depend on it. So it could be fish. We have things like cuttlefish as well, which maybe not here right now, but they're pretty exotic, and this is one of Gemma's favourite species as well, as
Love them.
cuttlefish. But yeah, and so they support species like that, which is pretty amazing. But then also for us, they're very important because they're great for coastal protection. Because of the root systems, they protect the coast from things like flooding, and like with sea level rise as well, means that the seagrass protects us from that, and also it cleans the water as well. So if maybe the water's a bit too nutrient rich, cleans the water for us and the other species as well. And also we mentioned carbon storage. So in times of climate change and CO2 emissions shooting up, seagrass is amazing at carbon storage. It stores about 35 times more efficient than tropical rainforests at storing carbon, which is
that
just
is amazing, isn't it?
a mind-boggling fact.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just shows how important it is for us going forward as maybe helping to solve climate change.
I think that also maybe people watching this would be surprised that we have seagrass in Essex. How much do we actually have?
Well, not that much anymore, unfortunately. So historically, all around London, we would have had lots of seagrass around the whole coast, really, and that would have been the case in Essex as well. So historically, there was seagrass beds all along the coast, which is fantastic. But now we've lost, I think it's over 50% since the 1980s. So in just a very short space of time, we've lost a huge amount, which is obviously quite scary, and that's because of pollution, can be runoff from things like sewage, so too many nutrients, also physical damage, so disturbance from people maybe trampling on it when they're not aware that it's here, maybe damage from boats mooring, things like that, and dredging maybe from fisheries. So there's a wide array of reasons why it's being damaged and why we need to protect it, really.
So, saying how important seagrass is and talk about the decline of it, what can we actually do to protect and restore seagrass?
So what people can do is firstly learn a little bit about it, so hopefully this video will help that, but also when knowing that it's there is knowing not to disturb it, not to walk on it, not to maybe moor your boat on it, things like that, but also raising awareness, so let other people know that it's there as well. Can also help with volunteering, so moves us on to our next little bit is what the Essex Seagrass project is with the Essex Wildlife Trust. We are doing, at the moment we're working with Natural England and Project Seagrass. We'll have Emma from Project Seagrass join us in just a second. But for the Essex Seagrass project, we are conducting recreational activity surveys, which is where we've got some fantastic volunteers along the coast over the summer, and they go to areas of current seagrass or historical seagrass, and they assess the sites basically for how much activity there is and how much disturbance from humans. So they'll go to, and this is one of the sites actually at St Lawrence, and they'll monitor the area behind us. There's not too much going on at the moment, but if there's a boat that comes past or people walking through the area, you note that down. I've actually got a little thing here with me. It's just this. So this
Very well
usually
prepared.
It's usually used for golf. They're rangefinders, so you use this pointed at a particular item, whether it's a boat or a person walking, and you can get the distance how far it is. And you also use a compass, so you can work out where that is. And we collect all of that data over the summer. It's been going on for a few years now, and we can assess the amount of disturbance on our sites, and then from that we can work out which of our sites we can protect better and do work with. And that kind of brings us on to working with Project Seagrass. If Emma fancies coming to join us for just a second, and yeah, tell us a little bit about Project Seagrass. What we do. Hi Emma. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about Project Seagrass, kind of the history of it, and what you guys are doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So, hi, I'm Emma. I work for Project Seagrass. I'm the Essex Marine Survey Lead. So, Project Seagrass has just celebrated its 10th birthday, so we're 10 years old now. We have a number of different projects across the UK, all towards restoring seagrass. So, we've got Dale in South Wales, we've got the North Wales project, we've got the Solent, and now we have Essex as well. Essex is still in its exploratory phase, so exploring the potential of restoration. And here we can see it's a perfect place. We need to restore, we've lost loads of seagrass here, and conditions are basically improving. So it's allowing us to give us the opportunity to restore. And today, we're actually going to do a small pilot trial to work out a technique to see that if that's the most suitable technique for restoration here in Essex. Because around the UK, we have 2 species of seagrass. Worldwide, we have 72 species, but in the UK we have 2 species of seagrass, and predominantly we've so far worked on the common eelgrass, which is Zostra marina, whereas here we're working with dwarf eelgrass, which is Zostra nulti. So we basically, I don't know if you can see Zostra, so it's a lot shorter and smaller than the other one. So the Zostra marina is more of a seagrass meadow, whereas here I'd like to see it as more of like a football pitch or a lawn. So far, not a lot of research has gone on to this one, so we're basically working out now, and this is some of the first trials that we're doing in the UK and across the world to see how best to restore it.
Yeah, that's really interesting stuff, and yeah, it's great that you can maybe see some seagrass as well. And you can see it's really delicate, this dwarf species as well, and that shows you how easy it is to damage it as well, and why it's so important for us to do this work and spread the word as well. Hopefully you find this interesting, and if you want to tell other people about seagrass as well, that would be fantastic. Potentially volunteer in the future, things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also one other way that you can help restore seagrass, protect seagrass, is with Seagrass Spotter. It's an app which you can get on your phone. So if you're walking down the coastline, we basically don't know where all the seagrass is, and it's also important to us to know if seagrass was there, if it's now been lost. So if you have this app on your phone and you're on a coastal footpath and you spot some seagrass, you can basically upload your sighting onto the app Seagrass Spotter, presence or absence, put any other variables in, and then that really, really helps us, as well as Natural England and Essex Wildlife Trust, learn more about seagrass, where it is, where it's thriving, where it's not doing so well.
I've never heard of that. I'll be downloading it. Is it free to download for anyone?
Free to download, really easy, really simple, and we've just relaunched it so it's a bit more accessible, easier to use.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Alex and Emma, for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed the